Welcome, everybody, to the special Lowrider show in Tampa 2024 recap.
Damn, we were all there, too.
Almost.
Except for Trent.
I was not there.
And Petonius.
Oh, Petonius was not there.
Petonius.
Oh, man.
Maximus.
Jeez.
Solid show. Solid show. I think there were some improvements from last year. There is still a little bit of room for improvement, in my opinion. Trent, you'll be happy to know that there were no blaring music. Those guys were not there.
Yeah, you could tell that out in the parking lot. It was quite
You would also be sad to know that no food vendors really showed up this year.
shocking.
Probably because they didn't want to deal with homeboys.
Because
Raise,
of that.
raise your hand.
Yeah.
You're shocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lowrider shows this weekend. You going? Hell no.
They're probably
What
like,
was
oh,
the
they
answer?
got vendor spots open. I'm all set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm going to a park this weekend. I'm good.
So they actually moved the hot pit outside, right about that area. I unfortunately didn't get to see any of the hop. It was pretty packed. And I was still getting my my film footage when they started it, because of course I didn't get a media pass. I didn't want to spend the $150 for a media pass, so I went in with the Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, $150. What's the ins and outs of that? $150 to walk around with a.
Yeah,
Do you get early entry in that one or anything, or no?
A little bit, yeah. No, they'll let you in a little bit early. Last year they didn't let me in during moving day, so I don't know if they were going to let me in this year. But I didn't. I said, you know what? I'm not going to pay all that. It is what it is.
No, it's literally a title.
Yeah. So hence the walkthrough video. You know, if you're dealing with crowds, it is what it is. But you got the gist of it. It was a full walkthrough. Other than the hop, you saw everything that was there.
Yeah. And you you were there at a pretty early before.
Yeah,
a lot of people
I
were
got there as soon as the gates opened. Justin and I were probably, I don't know,
And we were
15th, 20th in line. Like
we were like a half hour, 40 minutes behind you guys probably, and it wasn't
Yeah.
that packed when we got there.
no,
Yeah.
I will say the back room where they had the stage and the hot pit was it last year.
Yeah.
That's the room for improvement, I believe, because there wasn't a ton of cars there, but there were some nice cars back there. But once the music started and the concert portion started going,
Yeah.
you couldn't see any of those. There was no way.
That room
There's
for
no
improvement
Yeah,
is the people. It's probably the location. I think I think the venue is outgrowing the location.
100%. I think if they took more outside area for those cars that they put inside and left that area for just one or two cars, maybe toward the entrance of that spot, and the rest of it open
Maybe
for
celebrity
stage,
cars.
whatever, something like that, whatever.
Like vanilla.
But,
Vanilla.
yeah, it was.
I didn't go back there because
was
when I
crazy.
got there, it was like.
Yeah, you got there pretty late.
Yeah.
Well,
I tried
By the time
tried
we
taking
walked
you guys.
around and then we walk into that area, it was probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And yeah, roughly about 2:30. And I was like, you and I were walking back there to check it out again, and it was so packed, so inundated with the concert, and so loud.
Yeah, we immediately
shoulder to
walked
shoulder,
right
and just
back out.
music blaring, and I'm just like,
We literally got herded through the vendor row. Like I couldn't even I wasn't even going down the vendor row, but we got pushed down the vendor row and
See,
had to go.
that's
and
the
then
thing.
couldn't get out.
I didn't really get to see the vendors because because
Weren't missing anything.
I walked right because I walked around. By the time I got done doing my walk around, I wanted to go back. It was about the time you got there,
Yeah.
and I wanted to go back and just enjoy stuff and look at it and talk about it with somebody, you know. So I walked around with Dean since he had just
yeah,
got
about
there.
1 o'clock we got in there.
And by the time we tried to get to that back room, nope.
What was on the vendor rows? Anything worth noting?
Yeah, Hoppos was there.
Hoppos. I mean,
Hoppos was there.
There was a guy doing tattoos.
Only
Yeah,
noteworthy
it was-
thing?
That was, that was
Yeah,
wild.
tattoos right out in the open and people walking up.
Yeah, sneezing and shit.
Yes, disgusting. Smoking weed right next to
Unsanitary.
them. Smoke. I was
Unsanitary.
Like, really?
Yeah, it
Sounds
wasn't,
like some
wasn't the
shit.
most sanitary thing.
sounds like some basement scratch kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I can't believe they got so many people in there. Like that blew my mind. I mean, literally
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder to walk through a car show is wild. And at $50 a head, they made millions.
They made some money.
I don't know.
buddy.
They made some good money.
Well, they got to transport that big lowrider trailer everywhere.
I get it. I heard that building was expensive.
Diesel's not cheap. So.
They're gonna need Tropicana Field next year.
Yes. So the next day, High Class was one of the main sponsors of the show, and they did a picnic, and they rented out Raymond James.
Oh.
Or at least the big field area over there
Right.
where they do the parking. I wish I could have gone to that and got some footage.
I didn't know High Class was a sponsor.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, because they brought their cars from all over the country.
But that whatchamacallit, that club ain't no joke.
There were a lot of high-class cars there.
Yeah.
I see them all
A lot of
over
beautiful,
the place.
beautiful cars.
Yeah, and of course, they took home a lot of hardware.
Hard to
They
compete.
have the
Hard to compete, man.
The black ones with all the rose gold on them that we seen out in Vegas, right
Yep.
out there.
The root beer ones.
Those are-
a lot of rose gold.
Those are pretty.
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
Yep.
That rose gold hasn't taken off down here just yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Somebody
No,
said
it's
it
real
looked like
nice.
somebody said it was. I didn't correct him.
Just
but
throw it to me. Yes.
Somebody said it was copper plating them. I didn't bother correcting them.
No.
It's rose gold.
Oh, I like copper.
Oh, Peyton's going to grab it. Peyton's the water boy. I like it. Thanks, babe.
High quality H2O.
Peytonius Maximus.
Water boy.
Anybody else want water?
Yeah, bring more
Everybody's
water.
good.
Bring more water.
Peytonius Maximus with the water.
Yeah. Hey, you need water?
Thanks, buddy.
But yeah, hard to compete
Yeah.
with.
Was it Trent's water? I think it was.
So with the show, the biggest thing I had that I had an issue with was there were so many vehicles. They were literally parked nut to butt, and you couldn't walk around them.
No,
It's hard to walk
you
around.
only aisle. You can't walk around it. If you want to see the other side of that car,
You had to go to the next aisle and look,
next aisle to go.
look
you
over
know.
the other car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost affected the enjoyment level. I mean, all
Almost.
those,
Had a
all those
full-blown-
people. Almost.
At the end of one of the rows, they had like a full blown polka band going banana. Dude,
It's mariachi.
I don't know.
buddy.
Is that-
well, listen, it was that's what Trent calls it. Listen, the closer you bum 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 bum, and it was just they were going hard, and you could not
They
get
were.
around them. If I had to go around, dude, I would have been like, ass over tea kettle in a tuba. I wouldn't have been able to make it. So we had to go.
Let's start with this. Because I know what mine is. Instead of saying what was your favorite car at the show, what was your biggest disappointment car at the show?
Ooh, every single Lincoln Town car that was there. No offense, everybody.
Why was it disappointing?
I just didn't. I don't know. A lot of the. I think.
What, your car?
No, I mean not every single Lincoln Town car, but
No, you said every single one.
all my body,
own it.
a large percentage of my body style Lincoln Town cars, have hydraulics, which is great, right? Fire wheels, everything they're supposed to have. But then you get to the interior, and the interior's usually pretty busted on a lot of these. So
Yeah.
there were a couple of really nice town cars there, really nice ones, engraving and all custom and 3-wheel and all that. But
What happens? You end up getting a nice 50,000-mile car, and you just think you're better than everybody.
I'm saying, look,
Dean, what was your least
Bougie now. He's all bougie.
if I would have brought my car, it would have been the
Peasants.
nicest Lincoln Town car. I don't want to be that guy, but
we try to tell. Listen,
I really think it would
we
have been.
try to tell you, and you're very humble about
I
it.
definitely would have drove your car up there and let it out for sure.
Oh,
Man.
they sold out of spots pretty early. So
What was your
Biggest-
biggest disappointment car?
Oh, you're gonna have to, biggest disappointment car.
Yeah.
Come back to me, man. Yeah, you got to give me a minute.
yeah, I got to
on
think
that.
about that. I
gotta
didn't give it any thought to
That's
it.
something to think about.
What was that? A Civic with the reverse offset wheels?
Why are you hating on the Euro lowrider?
Yeah, what's your problem? Man?
Was it the Civic with the Accord with the trunk?
Who the hell are you?
92 Accord.
Was it Civic
No
or
offense
Accord?
if you're listening.
They're local. They're part of Rolling Low. They're
Jason,
local.
Jason did not like your Accord.
Oh, I already
doesn't
got
like
my
Hondas,
biggest
though.
disappointment car. I got it.
Better not be that Impala SF.
No. Are we saying the cars?
I think we're gonna agree on this one.
Oh, 100%. You ready for this one?
Well, on 3.
We're gonna say. What are you gonna say? The color and then the car.
Oh no,
I'm just gonna say what it was.
I know what Dean's
We're on
gonna
3.
say.
1, 2, 3.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Pac-Man does no.
It's not Pac-Man
No,
anymore.
it wasn't. No. Okay, you're talking about the Pac-Man car. Okay, no, mine is the the brown Blantons.
Oh,
You want to rethink it?
no. That's
Bruh.
go ahead. You run with that one. You run with
What
that
was it? Is a
It's a 4-door
70
80s or 80s
It's a
or
70.
early 80s or late 70s Skylark.
Oh yeah,
it's a sky, no.
That's a local
yeah,
car too.
It's a listen. It's a 70 Skylark.
Sorry if you're listening.
It is, dude.
Dean hates it.
We're 4 minutes in. We're good.
Yeah.
It's oh yeah.
And Dean hates
It's
it.
a 7.
Those bottles of Blanton's are worth more than that car. Let's just say it.
70s. It's a 70s Skylark. The paint on some real shit though. The paint looks like somebody put it on a roller. Fine woven, but a roller nonetheless. Rolled it on. The front quarter is like it's painted over.
It's dented a little bit.
It's dented to shit. It's just everything about that car. I mean, just from stem to stern is painful to look at, even 20 feet out.
Yeah.
And it's not just bad choice. It's just a.
It's ugly to begin with. It was ugly from the factory.
It's beat up. It's just beat up, and it's inside. Like, I expect to see something like that out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You know, like a roller, something
So-
beat on it. But I mean, to be inside, right? You got cream puff, hot pile of garbage, cream puff. I mean, dude, it was rough. I wouldn't put the
So my biggest disappointment.
the Blanton's bottles were worth more. Come on.
So Trent doesn't. Trent, I don't know if you watched the video.
I have not yet.
Yeah,
The-
that.
Remember the Pac-Man car last year
I remember.
that I really liked? You didn't like the interior.
I did not like it.
No, the interior's terrible.
But
Yeah,
wait,
well, it's a
there's
town
more.
car. The car. Listen, a lot of people don't know the story about that car. That car is a town car with a 59 body on it. The whole
it was fine with the
driveline
59
frame, interior, everything is town car in that car, on a 59 body.
Okay.
Last year,
Weird combo. But
it showed. But listen, the guy is doing something different. Props to him for thinking outside the box. Last year, it was the Pac-Man car. It had a cool paint job. You know, I liked it, fully flaked. You know, teal, blue candy, Pac-Man patterns. Like it was a work in progress, and I was really looking forward to what.
Crazy spare tire, right? No,
Yeah, the neons on it
That's
said
the
Pac-Man
only
on
part
it.
of the paint job that I like.
I was really looking forward to the progression that a year would have on this car.
Hopefully
Really
it would
looking
bleed
forward
off
to what
into
it
the
would do.
interior. Like they're
Gotcha,
going to get
bitch.
some interior.
Right. Like they're really working on this car.
Yeah,
And it went backwards.
it did.
It is no longer a Pac-Man car.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Now it is some kind of
It's a Goonies car.
Inferno Goonies themed car.
Goonies car, yeah.
It is.
Baby.
They painted brown candy with black lace patterns under it. You can kind of still see the flake and you can kind of still see the Pac-Man lines on the trunk and stuff. And
Oh, I didn't notice that.
it's just, I was
Sounds terrible.
I was very saddened when I saw that car. I was like, man, I really dug the Pac-Man theme. Like that was different.
How that interior looking?
The same. Maybe different seat covers and a dead skeleton pirate in it.
I
don't
would
know.
still drive that much sooner than driving the Skylark.
I mean, but that was my biggest disappointment car.
Oh man, somebody's proud of that though. That's the
Yeah, listen, and they have every right to be because it's a
Until they
functional.
watch this show.
Listen, no. I'm not bashing on personal preference, right? The paint, that's what really got me. That car is something that it shouldn't, right? It's a 59 Chevy body on a town car, driveline, chassis, all of it. And it works. The car's functional. Right? And everything fit inside of it. It just needs cleaned up. Right? Needs some touches.
Is it titled as a town car?
I would imagine so. I don't know. But
My original
Well,
statement.
let me be
applies.
clear. My issue is not with the Skylark in itself. It is just to have a show with so many nice vehicles inside of it.
Yeah, that
And
car did
then-
not belong inside.
And that's my issue with it. Is that car should not be inside on display. It was so beat up.
Yeah, a couple of those cars. They should have
Like-
some kind of.
there were some nicer cars outside that could have gone inside. But
Anything,
you know.
relatively anything could have been nicer than that and been inside.
but he rolled deep with a deep club. So it is what it is.
What was your favorite car that was parked outside?
My favorite car that was parked outside was honestly probably that orange. It was a '63 on air.
Yeah, that was a good one. On there, I like it.
You've said that before.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful car.
Good looking car.
I'm not.
Lays
I would
hard.
Definitely,
It's a beautiful
I would,
car.
And I like air ride has its place, but for me, I would juice the car, but
I would too.
but that's a preference. The car itself,
it's a beautiful car.
golly, that is a done right car.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
a nice car.
Yep.
It's a drop top, you know. How about you?
Oh,
Was that your favorite car? Is that what you said?
Outside.
favorite car outside.
Outside.
yeah. I don't think I had a favorite car outside. that I can
Oh, you
recall.
said outside. You didn't say, you didn't ask
I
me
was
what
just-
favorite
I was
car
just
there
asking,
was. You
yeah.
just asked me what favorite car outside
Which
was.
one won best of show?
Best of show. I'm glad you asked. went ahead and got all of that information here, and I saved it here for us. Let me get back here. So best of show first was a high class Monte Carlo. It was a blue one, all up on stands.
For that one.
I think the car is called Players Club. It's
Is that the one that has the fiberglass seats?
It's that one. Yes, and the plexi floor and all that stuff.
That is a full.
Was the size of the frame etched?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I said it when we were out in Vegas. I said it when we were out in Phoenix. High class. They don't miss.
They don't miss. They're gonna hurt some feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everywhere they go,
They're gonna hurt some feelings.
they don't miss.
Second place best of show was Homer Calderon's High Class Car Club 84 Regal.
Their daily scrapers that they beat up hurt people's feelings.
I mean, you know what car? I'm speaking of G bodies. You know what car I really like is Vic's car. The white
Vic's
Cutlass.
car is
What was
super
he
nice.
raving?
That car is
Super nice.
You know, it's
I keep telling Vic, you need to get on, buddy. Come on. We talked to him. We're gonna make it work. He's gonna
That's
come
the
on
only.
the show.
That's the only.
that is a beautiful car. It's a Cutlass.
That's Cutlass. That's the only lowrider I've actually seen that
Ryan.
said I would take this as is.
Yeah.
And Ryan's not a small wheel guy or anything. But he looked the whole thing over.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I would park this in my garage. I would drive this as is.
You know, in a world where G bodies are everywhere, I mean, that car has every single detail of every single corner, every single piece of it.
It's just it's the details. It's
nice,
all the
yeah.
details.
So,
And they're not gaudy too.
So I saw Vic up there right as I was getting in there filming and stuff, and he goes, and when we start rapping, and I tell him, because I've told him before that he's got to come on the podcast because he listens, and he's a super cool dude, and he's a rider, bro. So we're rapping. He's like, bro, yeah. He asked me where we're at because I guess he drives 75. He goes all the way down towards Cape Coral and back for work his route. I'm like, you just tell me when you're ready and we'll make it work. He's like, all right, yeah. And then that cliffhanging son of a bitch goes, man, I got some updates I ain't even gonna tell you. I'm gonna hold off and wait. So you, he left me. He did too. He left me hanging.
Good.
Son of a bitch.
Now you got to get him on.
Yeah.
We got to get him on.
Oh man.
Yeah. No, his car's super clean, inside and out.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if this is my favorite one, but it's going to definitely be in my top 3. Is Alan Senior, his square body.
Yeah, with the big Tahoe, big 2-door Tahoe.
Dude, I've been wanting to see that in person, and seeing it up close now. The details. I mean, he ain't got door panels in the back on the back barn doors. He ain't even got door panels, and that
It
paint.
looks good.
That's where the door panels are going to go. Is like buffed out.
So he's, and that's one thing I mentioned to a few people throughout the show. I saw more this year than I've ever seen of full flake paint jobs.
Yeah.
with
Candy
over
over 'em, yeah.
A lot of flake in that one.
And Alan's Tahoe's
Lot
been
of
like
flake.
that for at least a year now, right? At least a year.
Actually,
So
more than that. I think about 2 years now.
I think people are trying to get up on his game because
Listen,
I saw a lot of it
Good,
this year.
good luck because the man talks
Yeah.
a big game, but he backs it up because he
Right,
doesn't.
right.
That thing, the minute those tires hit the ground, he's told me he's put like roughly 2,000, 2,500 miles on it already. He drives it everywhere. There was a show recently he went to. It was 2 hours out. He drove it.
Yeah.
He drives it.
There's only
everywhere.
there was only 2 other full flake and candy paints
Mm-hmm.
that I think can go toe to toe with his.
And
'Cause his
if
is-
we're talking about
his is
flake, his hands down, and that's not even because I'm boys with him. I just the paint job is immaculate.
That
And
orange,
it's a nice color.
That orange Fleetwood, I think I
and-
think stands tall just like his.
Right.
And there was what was the other one?
And that's just like my Fleetwood. I
just
love a
I
Fleetwood,
just
but his
lost it.
paint.
I had it. I just lost it.
Oh, there was.
It'll
the,
come back to me.
What was it? Was it wasn't a Regal? Was it? Full flake.
I can't remember. It'll come back to me though.
But his is a work in progress. He's got a couple door panels not done in the back. I know he's going to do the interior, but like the paint's done, the wheels are on it, air ride's on it, thing lays out correct. The paint is correct. It's just everything about that. And then he just, he packs up, he just lifts up and rolls out. Like he does not play. He's going to put more miles on that than probably my daily driver.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
I don't know if
why I love that.
I don't know if you guys got to see the Eddie Guerrero car that Vanilla
We
Ice
did. I
brought.
did. Yeah, we got back there.
I know you didn't get to
Only
see it.
heard
Did you
about
guys
it.
get to go walk to the other side and check out the interior of it? Like that car, you can see how when that car was built, right? Because it's got like old '90s TVs in the rear seats,
Yeah,
like
that's
Big
cool.
T. Yeah, like it's,
Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
He always
That
had a
was-
car
yeah. That was-
coming
that was-
down that stage and
It's a
everything.
clean build, though. I mean, for
really-
back then,
yeah,
Sure.
100%, 100%.
Color TV, check it
And
out.
of course, Vanilla Ice. He was there with the purple.
yep. Got a good look at that
Purple.
car. You know, it's a cool car.
Like that
Interior's dated a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know, the vanilla DeVille.
$10,000 batteries in the car. $5,000. What was it?
Yeah,
Oh my God! Yeah, what was
Is-
the quote on that?
Stop.
I don't remember.
Them
But,
bestest batteries
some
all
was
the
there.
way.
Vanilla that got you.
His and
Lithium
and his
platinum.
purple caddy's full flake with purple candy on it.
Oh,
And that, but that one don't even stand up to Alan's. Like,
dude,
it's
that's like I
nice,
said,
but it ain't.
his
bro.
shit shuts people's stuff down, and he drives it. He drives that thing. That's the best part about it. Every time I see him post anything, it's a video of him driving his damn Tahoe.
Yeah,
And
Only-
he calls people out. Where's everybody else at?
yeah.
At Sonic's, posted up, having a shake.
Yeah.
Like, he's always on it.
That's the thing about Vic too. Vic,
Vic, yeah,
Vic
he
drives.
drives the
he,
shit out of it.
he told me that was
And
the
that's
last
two
show.
of the
blew
nicest
his
vehicles
engine up.
there. That's two of the nicest vehicles there.
I follow those guys on Instagram. They're everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
I actually need to. What's the ETA on getting your caddy back up? And
Yeah. What was it?
Starters in. Right, you have it in possession.
It's at Steve's shop. Tentatively, I'm going to try to shoot for after work on Friday if he's available and he's got space on his lift. I'm gonna.
Can we just come over
Fingers
and jack
crossed.
that thing up and put the starter on it?
Well,
Yeah,
he's got it at his shop.
It'll take us 5 minutes, bro.
Listen, to my knowledge, it's at his shop, so I just want to get with him after work and just go put it on the lift and put it in.
Shout out to Steve for getting that starter.
Sure enough.
He's got another Cadillac there too with no engine, sitting there.
Now we need to get a cruise together. We haven't been out driving in a hot minute.
Dude, I know. Trust
facts.
me. That's one of the first things I want to do with it, other than knock the cobwebs off my damn tires.
You have to evict all the
Yeah,
spiders
big
first.
spider.
I have
You better put the
evict-
7 day
Outta here.
notice on them now. You
I
have
gotta
7 days
evict
to
a few
vacate.
spiders. I gotta warm those tires up to get the flat spots off. Thank God it's been in the garage.
So what's our next event? What do we got? You should have the Cadillac ready for
Lowrider Fest?
Lowrider Fest, May 4th.
When's that? May 4th?
That's a Saturday, May 4th. It's like an 11 to 2 or something.
Where's that at?
Super easy.
Quaker Steak, Clearwater.
Clearwater,
Yeah,
Quaker
it's like- you
Steak
said
and
what's that,
Lube.
about an hour and a half out.
Yep. Mac and Cheeseburger Central.
Yes.
Are you off?
You just go in there to eat and fall asleep.
Well, yeah, I don't have a car to show yet. Speaking of glass houses,
May the 4th.
I only saw two
Who the hell is
glass
speaking
houses.
of glass houses?
I only saw two glass houses.
Speaking of 8000,
I'm getting us back on track to the show recap.
One was on a rotator.
One was the
We're
74,
supposed
the
to be
green
recapping
74
it.
was on the
Yeah.
it was spinning.
That bumper almost got
Bro.
me. It was coming past the display.
That green 74 is clean.
It was nice.
And then
there was a couple nice glass houses there.
there was only a couple glass houses there. They were
two.
both nice.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. In the very literal sense, there was a couple nice glass.
I saw two.
Realistically, how does yours stand up to those two?
Well, his ain't. I mean, that's.
I
fine.
think-
his shit's
I'm
not
saying
gone.
that
I think-
we're close. We have a general idea of what it's going to be when
I
it's
think.
done.
I think
I
personally.
think, I think it'll. I
Go
think
ahead.
it'll stand up close to him.
Thank you. I think.
I
I
do.
think toe to toe with. I mean, we'll just look at the rear. I mean, that's just the guts inside the trunk. When we're gonna get in there, do the interior.
Oh, I know
full
it's going to be
fresh
nice. That's
engine,
what I'm
full-
saying though. Like how these were solid, both solid.
Yeah, there was a 74 and then there was a 75. The paintwork on the 75 was full pattern, full airbrush, full custom, like super nice, real nice. The green one was you could tell was a little more 70s style,
Very, very,
very
much
kind of scallopy, blocky patterns. You
Yep.
know, I think my paintwork would match or beat the green 74. I think the blue, just because of the intricacies and how much is on the blue 75, people might gravitate toward that.
Right.
What's the blue trunk look like? What kind of setup they have?
Oh, God, I don't even remember. Did they even have his trunk open?
No.
I don't think.
The blue one didn't have his trunk open.
I'll say this.
Well, this
Will's-
trunk will be open.
I did
Will-
not see many gravity fed
his
displays.
trunk and his hood.
No.
Will's car.
There was-
could
there
have
was a-
easily been on a rotator.
There was a beautiful blue Fleetwood with a 3-pump gravity. Like
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
got me
yeah.
looking at that.
that was
My
nice.
God.
So he had a custom stand, and if you look at it, it was a Cadillac logo.
Yeah, the stand. If you
pump
look
stand.
close, the shape was.
And then he had the center gravity fed,
Mm-hmm.
straight vertical, and the other two kind of aiming in. So he had the tanks following the motors, and it was
He said first thing, he's like, there's a Fleetwood in here. It's one of my favorite cars here already. He goes, you got to wait till you see it. And I was like, ooh. And it was a 90, I believe it was a 93 as well.
Yeah, you know, I didn't check the mirrors.
I saw the mirrors, so it was a 3 or a 4. But I saw that thing, and even the interior. Usually I lose it on the interior because I'm very meticulous with certain I'm very anal about certain things when it comes to interior and people.
Did he just say meticulous?
He said
I
anal.
said meticulous and then anal.
I thought he said
anal.
particulars. Like you're gonna say particular and meticulous, and came up with
You just
particulars.
made a
I'll go with
word,
meticulous,
but it fits. That's the good news.
Really? I say anal, and that's what you're taking home?
yeah.
Meticulous?
It's meticulously anal.
Okay.
Nobody's taking anal home, Dean. Come on, man.
Very particular on the interiors because usually it's just a mashup of when people do.
I thought you were
I don't know,
meticulous.
both. Yep, I'm whatever you want.
One would say meticulous.
One would say anal. So the interior is usually
Say brown eye, pink eye.
it's usually I lose it on a lot of interiors because obviously lowriders are notoriously known for loud paint jobs. But then it goes right into the interior, and it's just it's too busy. It's so easy to fuck up an interior, and it's just too busy. Like they put 10 colors together, and they don't even meld right, like paint on a car, and they just sew them together. That Cadillac, dude, I'm pretty sure it had like
was nice.
it had like some trim of like some blue suede tossed in the mix, and the pattern that they had on it, it was like very tasteful.
It was a nice car.
And that
It was
trunk
well
is just
thought out.
second to none. I mean, you can't top that trunk, that 3 gravity setup, the way
That
he
was
had it up.
that was my favorite setup at the show.
Oof, it was just a beautiful Fleetwood, Fleetwood.
I gotta watch
Very
this
well,
video.
very well done.
Hopefully, you got good footage of
And
that.
then Dean tells me that I told him, I said, you don't never realize how big the dash is on one of those Fleetwoods until you see one painted.
They're big.
It's huge. So then this idiot goes, I should paint mine. I said, you'll go blind.
I said,
That's not
maybe
what
I
we were
should paint
looking
mine.
for.
And then we came up with the decision. I'll make a dash cover. So when I'm rolling, if I want, I just slip that up over there, and then when I show it,
Yank it off.
so then I yelled out to Will, and I said, "You're back on."
Yay.
Yay. Bro, listen, that's like painting a hood. I was telling my old lady too.
I can't wait to drop it.
Bro,
I can't wait for that boat to
Drop
fly into.
drop it. If the wind catches you,
It's a parachute.
you're gone. So I'm telling the old lady, I'm like, listen, you don't realize how big this is. I said, check this out. See how big this is? And we saw a painted one, of course, and it's literally like 3 feet deep. I said, now go check up this one. It was like what was it, a Monte Carlo or something?
It was an Impala.
Is it a-
It was
No.
Baby
It
dash.
was a G body. It was a G body right after it. And I kid you not, it was like, I said, watch. Boom, right there. It was like 1.5 feet. At its longest point, a foot,
Yeah.
1.5 feet. And mine was like, she's like, oh,
Long.
wow. She's like, I didn't realize it was that different.
It's a big dash.
You could fit bodies on that dash.
What was your favorite car?
Yeah.
What was your favorite trunk setup? You didn't pay
I
attention.
don't know.
You didn't pay
Yeah,
attention.
I didn't come prepared for this podcast. so.
Funny thing is, neither did
Rookie.
we.
Yeah.
None of us did.
What about you, Jay? You were there.
So there,
Save my
They
life.
said he was a lowrider guy.
Save my life.
so there was one car there that I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I think it was a Cadillac.
It had some
no
wheels and some
idea.
paint.
Has
It
some
was
wires.
sexy.
No, it had a simple paint job.
It might have been in the
was-
parking lot.
It was inside center lane, but it was root beer and it had the rose gold bumper trim,
like the-
wheels.
It's a high class
everything.
car.
No, that was a
57?
60. That was a 60.
It's either 61 or 60.
That was a 59 or a 60 Impala drop.
Was it?
59 or a 60.
Did it have, no.
I just remember the.
I don't
I just
think it had
remember
the
the
fins.
setup, and it was gorgeous. Like,
Hold up.
It was simple.
Jay
and
hates
it was
fins.
just-
Yeah.
It was just fantastic. I loved it.
Was there there was a Tri-Fi convertible, right? Rose gold.
Yes.
That's probably my favorite car that was
a
there.
nice-
Was
that
it
was
root beer? Then yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's a
Earthang on that is rose gold.
61.
It was at a 60. Okay, I remember it was a 59 or a 60 or 61. Okay,
61. 59 and 60 have the big fins.
I didn't see the back of it. I just remember seeing the front. That's what stuck out to me. So I was just like, okay, that's a 59 or 60, but 61. There you go.
So 61. Nice car.
Yeah, it
Beautiful car.
wasn't loud. Didn't have a bunch of colors. It was just simple.
It
and
was just a
clean.
monotone color,
It was-
and then just tons of engraving.
Those deep root beers, man, they are beautiful. When I had the square body town car, that's the color I was gonna go on that.
See, ever since we hit Vegas, because did you shit your pants?
I should.
Oh no, protein
Damn,
Dean.
dude. You need to go see a
There's
doctor.
no air moving in here, man.
Jesus Christ. No, but
Mid talk. Did
getting
you?
No,
shit
thank
your
God.
pants?
Jesus.
Bullshit.
No, ever since we were in Vegas and I saw high class roll out with a rose gold, I have legit been thinking about the Buick with that.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it would go with the champagne color. I think it would look good. But I don't know if it'd
100%. 100% rose gold.
Trent Gold.
Rose
Not gold.
rose gold. It's,
Rose.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rose Gold. Yeah.
Listen, baby steps. We're
Copper.
this much closer to him
Copper.
liking
It's not
something with the
copper.
word gold in it.
Yeah.
be. Never said I would. This has got to be the right color for gold.
Fair.
So,
Fair.
like your car?
He likes green and stuff.
My car almost had gold spinners on it.
Right.
Oh man, it's so close.
Stop! I can only get so hard.
We tried them today.
We're gonna call it a Bob Ross. It was a happy accident.
No, it's not.
That's what we're going with.
I'm not doing it.
No,
He's
no,
doing
he
it.
is.
But at least he's got a little bit of gold on his paint,
You
right?
got that trimmed on in the rose gold. Oh God, I would fall in love. And those new 20s coming up on it.
As you should. Oh, update 20s. We talked to that guy yet?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, it got postponed a little bit more. But he reached out to me and gave me the option to a refund or wait a couple more months. So I said, no, I'll wait a couple more months. It's all good.
He had wheels in a shopping cart already.
I did.
Did you give him the what do you have in stock, man?
No, because I don't want anything else on the
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that. That's how you end up with
Don't.
wobbly rims at 22s on a Continental.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
God, just don't. Yeah, don't.
Be patient.
We love
I-
Will, but
I
don't,
legit
don't,
had to
don't
set up-
ask him about purchases.
Did really?
20 by 8 wires.
Hold up.
They're
Out of
both-
everybody here, did you just say be patient?
Yes, I'm a patient man.
The fuck
You are the most impatient human being
I'm
I've
gonna
ever
side
met
with
in my
Dean on
life.
this one. When it
What are
comes
you
to
talking
purchasing
about?
things.
There's one thing in your life you've been patient with since I've known you, and that's this thing right back here. Everything else,
You bought gold
Wait,
spinners. You
yeah,
thought they were
it's
chrome.
this until
Because
you were in a
got it.
hurry.
you didn't read where it said. It literally said gold,
The
and you're like,
picture.
I didn't see it.
The picture looked chrome.
No, it didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't.
Well,
It did. It looked like it was just bad lighting. It looked chrome.
No, it did not.
It was gold.
It-
I don't
it
know if
looked-
it was
looked
bad
chrome.
lighting in your bathroom or whatever you were looking at that picture. But
did
I'm
you
not
just
sure.
wake up?
Yeah. Did you rub your eyes and then go, oh, I got to order these?
I say this with love. You are the most impatient motherfucker I ever met.
Yeah, we love
That's a
you,
true
but
story.
yeah.
There's nothing impatient about that. I just didn't read the.
We're talking.
You didn't read. You didn't look at the picture. You
Encompassing
said spinners
as a whole.
sold.
I looked at the picture. They were
Not
just-
well. Not long.
They were the.
You were bad at coloring books, weren't you?
They were the. They were the ones that I wanted. Straight bar, 2-bar,
How?
How are they the ones?
recessed for a chip.
What test did you take for color blindness?
When I was a child, my mom worked for an eye doctor, and I went to get glasses, and the doctor said, you might want to check him for color blindness because he couldn't tell me what was red and what was brown.
You still have that doctor's information? We need to
It's a very sad time for me.
gold and
It's a
silver.
disability.
Very
I'm
similar
thinking
to
about getting a
this one.
parking pass.
Red and brown. What color is your glass house right now?
Shut up.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, Will owns it. It's red.
It's regal red.
It's
Will
regal
owns
red,
it.
baby.
It's red. Even I know
regal
that.
red. It's much,
Regal red.
much more vibrant red.
No,
No,
Far deeper. It is far deeper.
wrong.
this conversation's deep. That's about it.
I hate all of you. Anyway, the Tampa Lowrider show was fantastic, in my opinion. I wish I could have gone to the picnic.
It was good. Yeah, the picnic did look good. I did see some video.
I wish we could all been there, but some people, you know, they-
Mistakes were made.
Yeah,
Mistakes were made.
maybe next year.
yeah.
Well, if it's in the same venue, maybe just the picnic next year.
Yeah.
See all the cool cars and
You know
not
what's a
be
great
shoulder to shoulder with
what's a
people.
great venue is the place that Feeder May used to do
Dade
their
City.
show at.
Oh,
was
yeah.
What day is
The,
it?
the
Well, they still do
airplane
it there,
place.
right? They still-
No.
Oh, they stopped.
So last year they did it at the O'Reilly's distribution parking lot.
Oh, did we not go to that?
We
Oh,
didn't go
they
to that.
No.
they didn't have Fear Made. It was a picnic. They changed the.
Yeah,
say
that's
no,
what
'cause
the,
it
the,
wasn't a
adver-
Feeder
yeah,
May
the,
show.
the advertising was all different on it. It was
They gotta
because
bring
I
that
messaged I think I messaged Vic over there at Feeder May, and he's like, "No, bro, that was the show."
Okay.
It's like, "Oh,
I want you.
Yeah, it was
I'm
my
holding.
bad."
I
Maybe,
gotta shit
maybe
again.
next year.
I got to shit again. I'm holding it in. I'm trying my best right
Oh,
now.
no.
Need to see a doctor.
You just did it again?
A little bit. Just a little,
Just a little bit.
Like a little, like a bubble.
Lean.
Oh, gosh.
Give me a solid
IBS or
lean
something?
Tim's way.
I can lean any way I want,
Please don't,
and it's going
please don't
wherever
lean my way. There's no air in here.
it's in my nose right now. It's starting to come up.
I'm not even breathing. I used my nose the last 15 minutes.
Don't breathe through your mouth. You taste it.
I tasted it.
Yeah, chili.
It's disgusting.
Thick.
Hey, and then to cap everything off after the show, we after fighting with my wife about where we were going to eat, we all decided that we were going to go to Portillo's.
That's right.
Which was amazing. Fun
Solid
with friends.
choice.
All of our friends came together. We all met at Portillo's.
Not all of them.
Except for Dean.
Apparently, we found the only other location at Portillo's.
Yeah, there's two.
He found the other one.
We didn't know. We showed up. I'm like, I'm here. He's like, yeah, I'm back by the bathrooms. I'm like,
Yeah, we were there.
I said, honey, look.
Where's the bathroom?
I said, Kitten, grab your phone. She goes, what's up? I said, look up Portillo's locations in Tampa. She said, okay. Looked it up. She goes, oh, there's two. I went, well, where are you at?
Did you still eat at Portillo's?
We did.
By your lonesome?
Oh yeah,
He ain't leaving there without eating.
No. We were there, and I already got the smell of that place. I said, well,
Us
we're just
too.
gonna eat here. Well, we're good.
Yeah.
You there?
And then we went to the dirtiest Dairy Queen ever.
Oh my God! Don't go to Dairy Queen in Brandon. No offense to Dairy Queen in Brandon.
AKA Dirty Queen.
Everything in Brandon is a little sketchier than
The employees were very nice.
They were very nice. Hooked us up with a coupon. Shout out if you were working the front counter and you're watching us.
The establishment itself smelled like a mix of,
This is like
bad decisions.
You got me thinking of Portillo's again.
You know when the garbage truck dumps out a dumpster and you get that liquid at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's what it smells.
you know, it smell like bar
Yeah.
water. You know how like the
Yeah.
water gets to smell behind the bar. Yes,
It was a little
it's not
funky.
great, man.
A little funky. A little dirty.
Was the ice cream okay?
Yeah, solid.
Solid.
Yep.
Well,
Solid.
he's alive, so
Yeah, it was good.
and you know he went in.
Yeah. What did you get there? Do our listeners want to know?
Chocolate chip cookies and an ice cream sandwich.
No, I got a hot fudge sundae.
With nuts.
Newts with newts.
No nuts.
Yeah, it was good. Good day overall, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
you missed out, Trent. You were missed. Sorry you couldn't be there.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and
not
I,
plan my trip at
I,
all very well.
I did
Yeah.
see Diana got recognized as a top female in the Lowrider game.
Oh,
So she
out.
might be in the Hall of Fame, Lowrider Hall of Fame.
Wow.
About what?
There's a big post on it. Here, let me pull it up for you.
That's awesome.
So congratulations to Diana
What, with her car or just in general?
Anybody find out what
for
happened?
everything, all she's done.
Anybody
Oh,
find out what
okay.
happened to that kid's Monte Carlo nightclub?
Oh God, I can only imagine.
Burned down?
No.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Listen, I only saw the video of it up in flames, and that's
terrible.
enough to
car was
know
pretty.
that that's in somebody's backyard with a cover over it or in a junkyard.
yeah.
I don't know what happened.
It's in a junkyard.
Is it?
It was burnt.
Yeah.
You know, see the
It
video?
looked like. I mean, it was those flames are going where it's like those panels have got to be
Do we
cooked.
know where it
There's,
started?
cooked and
there's no
warped.
bringing that one back.
Stereo or
Cooked and
engine?
warped.
Where did we start? Stereo or engine?
It's either gonna be a stair. It looked like a
Well, it wasn't
flame for
cut.
interior.
Had a big box.
It wasn't cut. Just the way it was sitting, I could tell it wasn't cut.
so I'm gonna
He didn't leave
either
his ground
stereo
connected.
or lighting
No lighting. Could be lighting.
because he had the LEDs underneath. The LEDs were still going while the car's burning. Unfortunately.
What brand was that? Shout out.
Good.
What
Yeah.
what
Well, that's
what
the
brand
thing.
was that?
I don't
Not only
think
are you
I don't
working,
think the
you're on
fire
fire.
started in the motor compartment. I think it's in the engine compartment. It started inside. It looked like it started inside.
And you know, some of them old cars, man, you get a spark on that old carpet
Oh.
or that jute.
That juice.
Gone.
So Diana was recognized as an outstanding female lowrider.
Nice.
You got to write up on that?
Not really.
Waiting for more information here.
Well done, ma'am.
Please hold, everybody. All
Thought I saw
Four of you?
right up on there somewhere.
We weren't prepared.
I'd love to hear it. No,
But
not
I
at
didn't.
all.
But I didn't. Well, I literally saw it a little bit ago before I came out here.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations.
shout out.
Yeah,
Congratulations. That's awesome.
we got to have them on the podcast.
Yeah,
too. They
that's
said they're
fantastic.
Eventually going to come on here. So
Her and Rolly out here doing big things.
yeah,
2 car. That's pretty cool though. Husband wife team. Both got and not even just it's not even just the Jeep anymore. Now they got
yeah. No, she's got
2
that.
Lowriders. You know,
This is Regal.
caddy corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even know his Regal was off. Apparently, he got a whole new frame and stuff. He was telling me.
Yeah.
He got a whole box frame and everything. These
yeah,
things just sitting nasty in the 3. Then her car's laid out right there. He's like, yeah, that was their Caprice. I'm like, you could be shitting me. I'm like, no, man, because you lose track of time quick. But I mean, they both doing great. Club's looking great. Their cars are great. You know, and like I said, you got a husband and wife team that are both car nuts.
Except for that
And-
Skylark.
There's
no backpedaling that.
And they love the same cars too. You
I think I
know,
might have seen it. Was it at the Lamarck show?
It was.
I know what we're talking about. I know
Absolutely.
exactly what
Yep.
we're talking about.
But that's cool. Good for her. Good for him. Good for the whole club as a whole.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's diehard in the cruising. I mean, that's how much of
Yeah.
any time he went cruising, she was passenger seat, just
Yeah.
ready. Or she was in that Jeep.
And she was always asking you when you were going to start.
When are you
the
cruising?
cruises
What are you
back
doing?
up.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? You know,
We need to get going like sooner than later.
Yeah.
as soon as that car's on the road, man. Hopefully this weekend, I would like to set up something.
We'll have to go next weekend because I work this weekend.
You need me to talk to your boss or something? I mean, you got the worst days off this year than I've ever
Well, I
seen.
used to run them during the week. I used to run them like
Terrible.
during the week. So
Yeah. Weekends are better.
weekends would be better. A night,
Sundays are built for cruising, baby.
either a Sunday night or a Saturday night
I don't think I've ever seen Dean
or
on
a Friday
Sunday.
night, even a Friday night.
Ever seen- Oh, I guess it. Yeah.
I
was
can tell you any day of the week. I can pretty much tell you where I'm at.
All right.
It's usually at my shop working, or
Maybe it's
the house
Saturday.
doing house stuff,
No, Sundays is prep day, meal prep day.
Oh, meal prep.
meal prep.
Chicken and rice. Chicken,
Usually I cook for the family too,
Obviously, far too much protein.
chicken and rice, obviously.
or
Easy.
or just enough.
Oh.
No.
Is that the healthy side? I mean, is that?
Yeah, my body's not processing anymore at this point. It's just coming out.
No, that's terrible.
Drop a piece of chicken.
Terrible.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
doing a cruise around St. Armand Circle one night. Dude, that would be sweet.
Oh, that would be.
Love St.
Down
Armand
by the
Circle.
I
beach.
don't know if
and-
you know how old my car is. I don't know if she could make it up that far. I gotta get gas.
You gonna bring that convertible
First of
Magnum? Top down, cruising the circle.
Let your
He
hair,
shows
let your
up like
hair
this.
breeze in the
Bro,
wind.
he gonna show up like this. That was an awesome ride, man. Let's go.
Anybody who doesn't know, Jason skinned the roof off of his car.
He's got a mullet.
Skinning it. So
Going on right now on his. He does. Yes, he's got glass in the back, so that's the business in the back.
sliding rag top was not big
It's
enough.
usually business in the front, but right, he got
Took the
business.
whole
He got
roof off.
party in the back now. But your car, listen, your car could make it up St. Armand Circle. I mean, it's a cruise. We're not doing 75 on the highway. We're 40, 45 miles an hour up. That's the whole point of it. It's just cruising low, scooting along, man.
What was that?
Deborah probably honking some horns out there.
Thanks to board.
Yeah. What's wrong with your car? You just, what does it get finicky when it?
Yeah, it gets finicky after a while.
All
It's
right.
gonna go to the shop as soon as the Impala's out of the shop.
All right. Well, then how about
But once the
this?
Impala's out, we can.
I was gonna say, well, once the Impala's out, you can just cruise that for a minute, you know.
Is that we got a timeline on that?
That's true.
I ask all the time.
And I know he's gonna be, if he's not working on that right now, he's gonna be like, cause once he finishes that
I'll
Pontiac,
cruise with you in that. See if you can sway me to keep my 64.
We gotta do a little bit of work to it, but it shouldn't take long. It's a little bit of little
See
body
if
and
the
thing.
64 cruising's all it's cracked up to be.
It's fun. Gets a lot of attention.
it's I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Lots of like the 64.
The 64.
It gets a lot of those.
It's really low.
It gets a lot of attention. But the Impala, dude, everybody thumbs up.
Yeah.
Every
I don't know,
car's
I'm
got
still-
a different
I'm still
demographic
leaning
of people.
toward-
I seem to get all the old people's attention. I get every old boy pulling up. Man, I haven't seen a Cadillac like this in a while, man. They don't build them like this anymore, and slap their thigh. I get that group of people.
Slap your
I get
thigh.
everything.
That seems weird.
We rub
Does
my
seem
thigh,
weird.
but he slaps his own.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still leaning toward getting mine together and selling it.
But I'm not. I don't hate why you're trying to sell it because it's just going to go into. It's going to be
Air conditioning, hopefully.
reinvested into the business. Yeah, you know what? Some
If
cans,
nothing else.
AC and some cans of off. That'd be great.
If we get the AC, we wouldn't need the off. They're flying all over the place.
Well, I need off because I don't have AC at my shop. That's why I was just hoping you'd get me some off.
No, I'll get you some off, buddy.
Oh man,
Anyway,
Your shop's small enough, though. You just get a block of dry ice and throw it in the corner. You'd be all right.
sounds good.
God, I don't have enough room for that.
All right, is that a wrap?
This was a great
Lowrider?
recap. I'm
Yeah.
glad we got to talk about my bowel
Sorry.
movements.
Will's the only one
I'm
that
sorry.
paid. Will's
you did that
obviously
while
the
we
only
were
one that
talking.
paid attention at the Lowrider show.
yeah. Shame on all of you.
Shame on all of us.
Disney was fantastic. The weather Saturday, fucking glorious.
I got
It was like 75
Disney
degrees.
recap. Here it comes.
Glorious weather.
Oh, that's good.
Anyway, if you haven't seen the video for the of the Tampa show, I did a full walkthrough video. It's up on.
Video's great.
It's live right now.
I feel like
Maybe
I
we
have.
should've
I feel like
mentioned-
I have to watch it.
Maybe you should have
Probably
mentioned that
should.
at the beginning.
Yep.
There ain't nobody fucking watching right now. Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay,
like
cool.
you got like 500 views or something on that.
It's
right?
up to 5 or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Oh,
slow.
I'm talking
crawl.
about on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's paying attention right now.
No. No, we don't. There's no listeners left.
There's a couple. Ellen, what's up?
Was it? What's up, bro?
He should listen. He was smiling when we were talking about his Tahoe, and as soon as we brought up me shit, and he's just shaking his head right now, like, why am I friends with these
A
motherfuckers?
little Alan.
You got Alan Senior, Alan Junior.
No.
You got Oscar.
Alan from the neighborhood.
Suzuki Alan. He
Oh,
watches.
all
Yeah.
right.
Shout out, Alan.
What up, Alan?
Alan's watching. My mom's and pops is watching.
Dad shaking his head.
Hopefully Vic's still watching.
Hopefully.
After this episode, Vic ain't coming on.
Alan, you should swing by Dean's shop when you get a second. He's out there working pretty much every night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
All right. Cool.
that yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.
All right.